Coming to the next role of PTL, so you will be responsible to coordinate with all the process, that is from the beginning of the payment received from the client till the completion of the job of the client. For example, I will explain each one of them individually. For example, if there is any client or lead who is making the payment, then it should be updated through form, and your PS can do that, and you should make sure that it is updated through the form by your PA. So for example, if you go for all the links, you will find a link over here, list of all forms with instructions. You can find all the forms over here. So if there is a client or new lead who is making any payment, you can click on this link and then fill up this form. And if there is any client who is making any payment for any renewal or any other service, then you can click on this link and then you can just fill up this form. So if there's any client making any payment, so you can just open this form, your PS, you can open this form and just fill the company name, the currency that will be mainly on AED or USD. You can mention it over here and it should be mentioned, and the total amount that has been paid, and the type of job, that is for renewal, amendment or closing, whatever the job the client has paid, you can mention it over here and just submit it over here. So once this is submitted, and you make sure that you will be updating this amount based on the client. So whenever the client update you saying like, I have made the payment, please confirm about the payment received, you can just fill this form and submit it, so the task center will get a notification and task center will update the remaining details. So once this form is submitted, you can even notify task center through the WhatsApp group. That can be another additional notification, so the task center can update immediately. Anyway, task center will be getting a notification through email and will be working on this, but updating through WhatsApp group will be an advantage. Once you submit this form after receiving the payment from the client, Moral confirms the payment received, you will immediately get a notification with these details. So it will be the email address of the team, name of the company, the total amount paid. This will be the details which you have filled in the form, and what I will confirm about the payment received, that will be the date of payment received. What is if the date is updated, that means the amount has been received, so I don't have to mention the amount again. So if it is not correct, the amount which you have mentioned is not correct, it will be not updated. So once the amount which you have updated over here is received by Varal, then you will be getting this notification, and there will be a date of amount received by Varal. And this notification will also have the Varal margin and the total bonus or the total commission being paid to this job for the PS, and there will be a list of PS who will be sharing this bonus or the commission. So if there's any changes required in this notification or the details over here, the overall margin or the details of the PS who are sharing the bonus, you can just update it to task center through the overall task center WhatsApp group. So this will be the notification that you will be receiving immediately once you update the form, or the whenever you update Varal that the payment has been received. So at the same time, client will also get an updation from Varal that the payment has been received. So it will look like this, where client will be getting the details of the company, type of job with the details, and then the date when Varal has received the amount and what is the total amount being received by Varal. So this will be the notification sent to client. This will be the first part where the client is making a payment and client is updating you that I have made a payment. So you will be filling a form to Varal to check if Varal has received the payment, and you will be getting a notification from Varal that the payment has been made, and you'll also get the details of the commission being paid to the PS of that particular team. And at the same time, client will also get a notification with the confirmation of receiving the amount by Varal. So this will be the first part, and the next part will be the execution of that particular job. If the client has paid for the closing of the company, so you need to track the progress of this particular job. So you should make sure that the job execution is going on. So how will you get the notification, or how can you track this particular action, is each time when Varal task center updates the status, that is the it can be like documents are ready to be submitted to the jurisdiction, Varal has made the payment to jurisdiction, Varal has submitted the documents to jurisdiction, Varal has collected the documents from the jurisdiction. So these are the status of job. So whenever Oral updates each status, you will be getting a notification. For example, you'll be getting a notification for this job stating that documents, date of document submission to the jurisdiction, this is a date, and this is the date of collecting the documents from the jurisdiction. So this clearly states that the job has been completed. So if there is any other updates, you'll be getting the same. So at the same time, if there is any job being completed, for example for this particular company, the renewal process has been completed, and you can get all the details over here: amount received, date, documents are ready for submission, date of documents submitted to jurisdiction, and then date of end documents collected from the jurisdiction. So here there will be a link for that particular end document which we have received from the jurisdiction, and it will be attached over here in the same email. So you will be getting this email with the attachment of the end document. At the same time, client will also receive the same email with this particular document. So you don't have to update him again, or you don't have to send the same email again until he requests you to do that. Sometimes it might have gone to his spam, or he might have missed it. In that case, he might request you to send it again. In that case, you can download this and send it again. So or else he will be getting this notification. And here you can track each job. For example, if this documents we have received the amount and there is no update of submitting the document to the jurisdiction, then there should be some delay happening out in Varal. So in that case, you can just update task center through the WhatsApp group, or you can just notify them, or you can just ask them like, why is this job being delayed. So sometimes it might be reasons like the payment method, or sometimes we are waiting for documents from the client, or it can be any other reasons. But you can just take an update from task center about this particular job, and you should make sure that the job is being executed smoothly without any delay. Meanwhile, there can be like sometime the document has been submitted to jurisdiction, and the next update is not done for many days, might be like 4 days, 5 days. So in that case, you can just update task center saying that for this particular company there is no update from past 3 or 4 days. So task center will cross check or verify why the execution has delayed, and will update you about that. And if there's any action required, then task center will be taking that particular action. So in this way you can track that particular job. So you will come to know like where exactly the job is, where the job is stuck. For example, the difference of these two dates are just 2 days, so there's no delay on this. And after submitting, there was a bit delay in collecting the documents, and it should not be such a delay. You can just take an update from the task center. Sometimes the client will be requesting for the end documents urgently for some requirement, so you can just update task center about that, and you can make sure that the execution is done without any delay. So this is how you can track the job. So here the job has been completed, and the copy of the end document is being delivered to the client. But in some cases, client will be requesting for the original document of this particular document. So sometimes the client might need the original document to submit in some other place, so they will request for the original documents or the original end documents. So in that case, you can go for the all links, request for original documents delivery. So you can just open this form. You can just update over here: company name, documents, what document does the client need, and delivery address. And you need to make sure that delivery address, there can be two kind of delivery. One is like the client is within UAE, or inside Dubai, or outside Dubai within UAE, and the client is outside UAE. So you can just make sure where the client is and take that particular address where the document has to be delivered. Or sometimes client might be inside Dubai and he want the document to be delivered outside Dubai, so you can make sure where the document has to be delivered, and you can put the exact address over here. And if client is inside Dubai, so we will be sending our personal PRO to deliver the document personally to the client. This is the reason why you need to make sure that where the document has to be delivered. So if the client is inside Dubai and the document has to be delivered by our PRO, then we need the date and time for the delivery, so that we doesn't miss. The PRO goes there and he find that the client is not available there. So you have to make sure that the date and time of the delivery, so where the client is available to collect the document, and you can update over here. And in case if the client want to deliver it outside UAE, you can just update the delivery address here, so the document will be sent through courier to the client. So this is how you can update or request for the original documents, and how it will be sent to the client. So once it is sent to the client, you will be getting a notification same like this with this format, with the details which you entered and the update from the task center stating that the document has been delivered through courier or through the personal PRO. So now we have completed the process of collecting the payment from the client, and then updating the payment received, confirming the client about the payment received, and then starting the execution of job, tracking the execution, and then completing the execution or getting the end documents ready. And in case if client and delivering the documents to client, the copy will be automatically delivered. And if client need the original document, then you will fill the form and then the original document will be delivered to. So now we have gone through the process where client or any lead make the payment to Oral and they confirm it to you. So you will fill the form, that the separate form for new leads and separate form for clients, existing clients. And once you fill the form, you will get an update from the task center or Varal stating that the amount has been received and what is the margin, what will be the commission paid for this, and who will share the commission through a email notification. Same time, client will also receive the notification that the amount has been received by Varal. So after that, the execution will be once the payment is confirmed, we'll start with the execution, and PTL can track the execution through the notification. And if there's any delay, you can update task center. And at the end, we collect the end documents from the jurisdiction, and it will be automatically updated to client through notification. And in case if client request for original documents, then you can update the form requesting for original documents, and you can update all the details required, and the document will be delivered to client, and same time you will be getting a notification once the document is delivered. So after this, there is one last process where the client will be requiring the invoice. Invoice is that once we complete all the process or the renewal, once we complete the job, there is an invoice being issued to client. So not all clients will require this, only few might be like 10% of client might require this, but still we are sending this invoice to all the client. So it will be updated there, and at the end it will be an automatic notification to client. So same like you get an attachment for the end documents, you'll also get an attachment for invoice for that particular job. So if there is no update on this invoice or end documents, you can just update or notify task center on the Varal task center WhatsApp group.